Yo, what's up, YouTube fam? Welcome back to another valuable video. In this video, I'm going to be explaining the best trading strategy with a free indicator. Yes, it's a free indicator. You might have heard about it, but guys, if you're struggling with reading price action and you need a little bit of a boost, a little bit of a help with something that is scanning the market and finding this stuff for you, then this video is for you. Before we get started, like and subscribe. Go join that free Telegram. I know I haven't been in the Telegram, the past couple of weeks. It's been Thanksgiving. I've had family down. I've kind of been on the down low. I haven't been trading much, but I will get back in there and start posting some charts for sure. So let's dive deep. All right. Let me share my screen. Hope everybody's been well. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to market replay, and then show you the indicator, right? So guys, before I do that, let's just do this, okay? If you haven't watched my previous video about the unicorn setup, you need to watch that, okay? That setup is the most effective setup in all of trading. Once it presents itself, it hits, okay? And if you're patient enough to wait for it, you'll see your trading transform, and you'll be like, why wasn't I doing this a long time ago? Then you'll start to fall into and really realize that it was not the strategy, it was you, right? You're complicating too many things, right? So again, I'll just annotate on the chart right here. Again, for a sell model, we're going to have a high, low, a sweep, okay? This could be a higher time frame PD array, right? And then you can have a displacement. This displacement leg, you need to have a break structure, right? And then right here, you'll have a breaker, okay? It'll return to there, okay? And usually there's a fair value gap custom with this breaker, okay? And then you can put your order right here, set your stop loss. I set my stop loss at the high because I've had numerous trades come back up. People are setting their stop losses above the high that got swept or above the fair value gap, and it just comes in a little bit deeper because you always remember, wicks do the damage, bodies tell the story. So the wick can come all the way back up, wick you out, and then end up going your favor. Dang, when you could have just put your stop loss above the high and, and then targeted your 2R. Okay, same thing with a buy, low. Here's a higher time frame PD array, right? You come into it, you have displacement, you have the breaker with a custom with the fair value gap, and then you turn, and then bam, right? So that's the buy and sell model. Okay, if you haven't watched the video on the unicorn setup, go watch it. Okay. I'm shooting this video because I'm going to show you a free indicator that you can use that will help you catch these. Okay. So let me delete those, clear all drawings. Okay. So right here, I'm going to bar replay right here. Okay. And we'll do it normal together. Okay. You can clearly see right here, this day was a really good day to trade. You have accumulation, okay? All sell side. You have buy side. We just swept buy side, okay? We're trading SPX. I'm going to trade it in New York only, okay? So let's roll with it. Okay, you go into New York. Okay, you got midnight. We're above midnight open. You go into New York. Let's go into New York. Boom, there's New York, okay? New York is opened up. Okay, we had news right here. Okay, news spiked up and dropped down. Okay, and then I am going to wait for equity all the time with indices. Every time I'm going to wait for equity. Okay, so I'll wait for equity to roll out. See if we're there. There's 755. Okay, see where equity's at. There's 810, 820, so 2 more candles. Okay. See where we're at. It's 825. So next candle. Boom. Okay. Do you see that candle? There's equity. So if you would have been trying to get in here, you would have got busted. Okay? So that's why you always wait for equity on the indices. No matter what, just wait. Just wait. Okay? So then we shifted down, right? We start moving down. I want to see a clean displacement back in. So I'm waiting. There's another sweep. It created a high, and then there's another sweep. So what I would do is I'd go to the 1 minute, and then I would try to figure out if I have a displacement, okay? So we're sitting here playing the market. I'm watching it. I'm watching it. I'm watching it, and boom, we start displacing, right? That is displacement, guys. When you see a consistent down candles that are big, they're high volume, right? And you can see now we have a high, low, high, okay? Displacement, break of structure. So what I could do is I could set this up here, okay? I can set an order right here and be ready if I wanted to. Set my stop loss at the high and then go, right? I can do that. There's 2R, right? So let's see. We never get hit on this trade. I'm just making an example. Okay. Now on the bigger time frame, let's go back to the 5. Since we didn't get that trade, we have a high, low, higher high, and then we have displacement. So what I would do is I would bring it down. Okay. I would set my stop loss at the high, and then I would see, because the breaker is right here, guys. It's the last on a sell model. If you haven't watched the video, go watch the video. I'll say it in there. It's the last down candle. Okay, the lowest one. Okay, on a sell model. So what I'd do is put my order right there. I would put it on the bottom of that wick, actually. Okay, but there's the breaker, and then I would target it 2R. Okay, so there we go. So let's see if we get stung in. Boom, you get stung in. Okay, we get stung in right there, and you can see flawless victory. Okay, now I want to explain something right here. Is this? So let's just see if we end up really good setup. Really end up getting a really good setup. So what you could have done is taken money off here at a 1.19R. I know the stop loss is big, okay? But this is me. Let me tell you what I would do. I would definitely get an entry here, right? That's where my entry. Also, I would have entries stashed up here, okay? I call them foot soldiers. I would have entries stashed up here. The reason why is, like I told you before, if this market decided to come back further into this fair value gap, then I would be ready, right? And then you can clearly see that the RR I end up hitting a 2R, what did I end up getting? 3R, right? The RR gets better, right? So, but it's always good to have a foot soldier ready to go. So what I would do is 0.25%, 0.25%, 0.25%. I would load it down, right? If I got hit, I got hit. Cool. So, but there's your model, okay? But what I want to show you is this. So you're not having to sit here and be like, is this it? Is this it? Is that it? Okay. So now, guys, before I show you this is not a holy grail indicator. This is not something that you take a signal every time it tells you to do that. It's not how this works. Okay. Don't think that this is, oh my God, calling your friends and saying, oh, I found it. This is the sauce. This is not the sauce. This is going to help you visually see it. Okay. You still need to do all the other stuff. You need to go higher time frame. You need to figure out time frame alignment. You need to figure out your internal and external liquidity. You need to figure out your liquidity in general. You need to figure out where you are in the market before you start even doing this. I knew where I was at. Okay. I knew where I was at with this. Clearly, easily read here. Okay. Accumulation. Took out previous weekly high, right? Accumulation, manipulation, distribution, power of 3. That's simple. Okay. With good displacement. Now, I'm going to replay. Okay. I'm going to replay this right here. Okay. And we're going to the indicator. Okay. You go into your indicators and you type in, okay, get ready. You type in Lux Algo breaker block, or just type in breaker block. Okay. Breaker block. And it will be breaker blocks with signals Lux Algo. Okay. Right there. Get that. Okay. Now watch. I'm going to turn it on. Okay. You can clearly see that it has a signal right here, but I'm not trading in. Okay. So watch. So we're on a 5. We're going. Right. You can clearly see that let the news manipulate, wait for equity. Right. So we have that sweep. Okay. It's not going to throw a signal until it has a market structure shift. Okay. So there we go. Here we go. Boom. Do you see how it created? See how the close of the candle closed below the breaker? Okay. So now it has a red sign right here. It has a red signal right here. Okay. This red signal is not, when this candle closes, that is not a signal. That is not you saying it's time to go. It's not you entering the market right here. That's not what that means. Okay. That is letting you know that is actually formed. Okay. So then, just like we did, you see that it's drawing the box. Let me zoom in a little bit. Let me get rid of this box. Okay. You can see it did it on the same candle. It did it on the same candle that I did it on. Okay. Now, your area of entry, you can do whatever you want here. You can go right there at the bottom of it, the middle of it, the top of it, whatever. Okay. I just go to the bottom on the breakers. Okay. So short position, I go to the bottom right there, just like we did. Like I said, you can put your stops above the high that got rated. Okay. Or you can put it above the fair value gap that was created. You can do that. It's more risky. It's more of a risky trade, but in this case, it worked in your favor. Okay. To me, I much want to be protected because this thing can come all the way back, snipe you out, and then run your favor. And I'll promise you, it's way worse than a loss when it actually does that. Okay. So let's just keep it right here, but you can clearly see the risk to reward that is a little bit better. So we go, we come back, we sting in. Like I said, you would have been at the bottom. You would sting in, and there's a 2.2R, right? We sting in and go, right? Breaker, custom with a fair value gap. There's a unicorn model. There is that indicator catching it for you, okay? Now, just like here, so let's back it up. Let's go 1 minute. Okay. I just want to show you that it catches this one. That it's just not drawing and on every thing that, and it also tells you about the premium and discount PD arrays, right? So this right here, so let's just say in general, it's drawing out a breaker. So you can see here, accumulation, we go up and we sweep that low and we displace a custom with a fair value gap. So we caught it, right? Do y'all see what I'm talking about right here? This is the reason why I always put my stop at the low, right here. So if this was a valid entry, let's just say our draw was that high, right? And you entered the market at the top of this and you stuck it at that low, you got swiped. Instead of sticking it at the low, right? Okay. And then run it at the high. The trade ended up working in your favor. Oh, wrong one. Sorry. Right here. So boom, stop at low. You never got busted. This is the reason why I don't do that. I set my stop loss at the low every single time. And you can see as we went up, equity come back in and got it. So, but you can clearly see, and guys, you can come in here and play with the settings. Okay, here's my settings, but I turn I have them show premium and discount. I take off the stop loss deal because I don't want to see that. You can turn the TPs on for 2R, 3R, and 4R, but it's not necessary. Okay, target liquidity and be done. All right. So, but I wasn't looking for a buy. I'm just showing you that it caught the buy. Okay, it caught the buy to that. So I want to show you the sell. Okay. Now, if this met requirements for you to take it up to that high to rate it, then by all means, there's the trade set up for you. There's the actual unicorn model. It is everything you need. Accumulation, stop hunt, displacement. It is the breaker is a custom with a fair value gap. Boom, there it is. Okay, so look, here's that 1 minute. Boom, there's the sweep, right? And there's this displacement, right? And there it is catching it. Boom. We just had a straight away. We didn't give a retracement into it, but you can clearly see that it caught it. Okay, because this was the last low. Think about it. This is the last low before it rated a high. So you would use this low, not this low. Okay, this low was the catalyst of running that high and this high, not this low. Okay, because it came up, created a high, came back down, created a low, and then went up and swept. Okay, so that's why it used that candle. And you can see what it's on, the last down candle. And then there's the breaker block. Okay, same thing with buy models. You've seen the buy model. Let's see if it catches a buy model in PM session that day. We'll see. We'll see it fail. See, it doesn't just throw every, see now you can clearly see that made a high displacement. We're working down, right? Accumulation. I'm sorry. High, a little bit of accumulation. We stop hunt, displace. There's the breaker block. Let's see if we sting into it. We didn't. Okay. So look at this. Low. Here's a let's see, where are we at? I don't know if I'd trade this, but let's just see if it works out. Okay. So there's the breaker block. There's the break of structure. So let's see if we get into it. Boom. There's the entry. Okay. I just want to see if it gives us anything. Okay. So let's go for it. 2R. We are going against the trend, or that move for the day. Let's see if we get anything. And as you know, right now, every one of us would be here. Right? You can do two things. Okay? How I've showed to break even. You can have a 1-to-1 and break even. Cool. But look, I want you to pay attention to the market as it's moving up. Okay? Look how it's moving up. So we left. We broke again. We left a fair value gap. We come back into it. And we left again. It is respecting bullish fair value gaps and order blocks. That is telling me that this market wants to go up. Okay? So if we kept going, I'm broken even. I don't care what this does. Okay? I don't care what this does. If I seen that, and now we're in lunch hour, right? If I seen that, I probably would get out. I'd have been out with some profit, right? But I just want to see if we end up getting a 2R and we get broke even. But that's my fault, right? That's my fault going against the grain, right? But at the end of the day, I should have been aware of this. If I was selling that, then this high to that low, we were already coming from a discount up into a premium. I should have took my money, right? And you should have too. But here it is. Here's another. Here's another one. We had high, comes down, sweep, displacement. We return, right? And then we end up following. You can see that it caught that before it threw this one. And this one was bad. This one got caught. Okay. Now, 1 minute, it's going to throw more, guys. But you can clearly see that it's pretty accurate. Okay, so if you're having trouble reading these things, put this indicator on. And I'm not saying trade every signal. I'm saying let it throw and let it, it's almost like, oh man, like something went by you and it's like, oh, I seen that. It's just letting you know, it's alerting you, like, oh crap, that now it makes sense, right? So if you're struggling, this would be a cool little indicator to get, throw on there, and help you out with the breaker blocks, help you out with the unicorn model. Because guys, if you're struggling with it, I'm telling you, you need to get this trading strategy down. It pays and it pays and it pays and it pays. And if you master it, I'm telling you, in the long run, you're going to look back and be like, man, why didn't I do this? Why didn't I stay patient, disciplined with this setup? Because it does it. It repeats time and time again, right? And it performs, right? That's why I traded. That's why it resonated with me, because I know what to look for. I know what it looks like. It pretty much, they're laying their footprint on a piece of platter. Like, here you go. You want free money? Here it is. You don't take it, that's your bad, right? So I hope that helped you. I hope you got value out of that. And like I said, don't forget to like and subscribe. It inclines me to do more of these videos. Like I said, I've been on Thanksgiving, so I haven't been posting in the Telegram. But go join that, okay? Because I'm gonna keep posting in there and dropping these charts, okay? Hope everybody had a awesome Thanksgiving. Hope everybody will have a awesome Christmas. Again, I am running, I don't know if you've seen my short, I'm running a sale. It's 50% off. And I run it all the way to the end of the year. So take advantage of that. Like I said, I hope you got value. Keep pipping and dipping, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.